Merhaba, hi everyone, this is Ayşenur Altan. Welcome to Turkish Food Recipes. Today we are making Ramazan pidesi. It is very popular here in Turkey. There are no iftars you wanna make without pide. To have it hot from the oven near to iftar time, the sunset time, you go to bakery shops and wait for a long time sometimes, and you end up not having it. It's a soft flat bread. It has some sesame and nigella seeds on top. It has these traditional shapes we're gonna make. You can eat this with dinner, also with the breakfast. In Ramadan, we have some breakfast dishes along with the dinner, especially when we have guests, and eat olives and everything, whatever we eat with the breakfast, with this hot pide, and it is so delicious. I'm also now fasting, but I am waiting now to have my iftar. So let's get started.
I will make a simple yeast dough for the pide. For one pide, 1 cup lukewarm water, which is 250 milliliter, is enough. I will make 2, so I'm adding 2 cups. The water should bite your little finger. This is how we check the temperature for yeast dough and yogurt. Also adding 1 tablespoon dried yeast and 1 tablespoon sugar. I'm going to wait about 5 minutes until it is frothy. Now I'm sure it is activated, so I'm adding 1 tablespoon olive oil and 5 cups of all-purpose flour. I always use less flour first when I begin to knead the dough, and then add more when I need it. Totally it will take about 6 cups of flour. Adding 1 teaspoon salt, and I'm going to begin to knead it. We are looking for soft and smooth and little bit sticky finished dough. I add more flour. It is sticking just from the bottom, and I'm gonna leave it to rise for 1 hour or until it is doubled in size. So here it is. Now I'm going to deflate it and put it in a floured surface and cut it in half. Make a nice round shape again. And now let's begin to shape it. First I used my fingers and then continue to roll with a rolling pin a little bit. You can sprinkle some flour, but not too much, just to prevent sticking. And don't make it very thin. It is about 1 centimeter thick. Otherwise it will be tough if you do very thinly. So it is almost ready. And I begin to make the shapes with my finger, but I will continue to do it on the pan. For the pan, I'm going to sprinkle wheat germ. If you don't have, you can use semolina, but most of you are asking me what is semolina. Probably you don't have that either. So you can use coarse cornmeal, something that is thick. It prevents sticking the pide to the pan and also makes a nice crust. I don't suggest you to graze the pan. Instead of, you can use a baking paper too. So here is the second one. For the second one, I'm not gonna use rolling pin, because this way the air bubbles inside the dough will stay more. You're not gonna squeeze them with the rolling pin. This is better actually, but takes a little more time. Not too much, as you see, and it looks like more rustic actually. You see, as I make it bigger, I shape the edges of the Ramazan pide thicker. This is what we want. Again, I sprinkled wheat germ and transfer it to the second pan. I know it still looks like a pizza crust now, but there are more coming. It is the fun part actually. Here I have little bit of water, about 1 tablespoon, and near to 1 tablespoon eyeball all-purpose flour, and begin to give its unique shape for Ramazan pide. As you see, I'm just dotting the edges. I hope it is the correct word. And for the inside, I'm giving it a kind of baklava shape, diamond shape, let's say. When you see this shape, for us it is a baklava. When it is risen, it will look like a cushion and creates a nice shape. So here is the second one, little faster. You get the idea. And after that I will cover the pides and wait for the second rise, about 20 minutes or until doubled in size again. So here for the topping, I have 1 egg yolk, 1 tablespoon plain yogurt and 1 tablespoon olive oil. Just mix everything and wait until our pides risen. So here they are. You see the difference. And I will use the sauce for the coating. Be gentle here and use your hands instead of brush, because you don't want to deflate again. And after coating, I go around the lines again for a second time. I have to mention that to make this, you have to have a pickly clean hands, as always in anything, and also short nail. If you don't prefer, you can also use back of a wooden spoon. This is the must-have for Ramazan pide, which is sesame seeds, lots of them, and nigella seeds. The sesame seed I use here is roasted, same as the ones we use in Turkish simit recipe, which I already shared on my channel. You can watch it from the links. This is also important. If it is white, it stays like that in the oven. So after I shaped the second pide again and sprinkled sesame and nigella seeds, my oven was preheated to 200 Celsius degree, and I cooked the Ramazan pides about 25 minutes or until it is golden brown. And after it reaches the desired color, don't put more in the oven because it will get dry. And here is the result, the first one. You see all the baklava shapes. I should make baklava soon. It is golden brown and still soft inside. Right away I transfer it to a cooling rack and cover to keep it warm and not too dry. And here is the second one. And here I am.
So here they are, still warm, waiting for me to have on iftar. I hope you try this recipe and make it yourself. So we will eat one of them today in the iftar. This will be go to freezer, and after 2 days I will thaw them and continue to eat. To show you how soft it is, even though I'm not gonna be able to eat it, I'm going to tear some for you. It is actually easier to tear from those marks. It is very soft since it is risen 2 times, including in the pan. Don't skip this step to make it soft. You try Turkish Ramadan pide and see for yourself. I hope to see you in another delicious Turkish food recipes. Afiyet olsun.